Travis with UtvWindowTint.com. Today I'm showing you how to tint a Polaris Xpedition ADV and XP windshield. So the ADV and the XP use the same windshield. So this will be pretty basic. What we want to do is either you want to wash your machine if it's extremely dirty. This machine's just mildly dirty. We're going to wipe down the outside of the glass as we're going to be using that as our peel board. So the tint does go on the inside, but you'll want to do your prep work and some of your stuff on the outside. You may need a heat gun for this. Today we're going to do it without one, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to wet your glass down with the soapy water, and then we're going to actually put our film liner side towards us on the outside of the glass. So I'm grabbing my film fresh out of my pre-cut window tint box. We're going to carry this and we're going to set this on the outside of the glass liner side towards us. So there we go. So what we want to do is take our pink tool. If you guys bought the master install kit, you would have these pink tools. And we're just going to want to anchor this down to the glass. There's a little bit of excess liner up there. We're just going to anchor this to our glass. And we're going to see if we can get away without using a heat gun today on this windshield. I've done them before without. Today I did not bring my heat gun. So we're going to show you, for the guys that want to do it with a heat gun, what you would do is these are called fingers. So when you get a finger like that, you're going to want to take your heat gun and heat gun the finger up, and then you're just going to push them down. And that's actually shrinking the film to the curvature of the glass. So I think we can do this without. I'll show you that method. This doesn't have a terrible curve. So what we could do is we got it anchored. We want to take our soapy water mix. We want to peel our liner up, leaving the film stuck to the glass. And we want to go about halfway, and we just want to do a nice layer of soapy water completely on the film, just like that. And we want to lay the liner back down as quickly as possible. We don't want ceiling fans on while we're doing this. We don't want the garage door open. We don't want our heater running, blowing dirt into that. We want this to be smooth. I'm going to wet that just to get rid of some static. And I'm going to just wet this top to bottom and just quickly put the liner back on. So now with this, we're going to do a process called the reverse roll. The reverse roll is literally going to be taking the film and the liner and rolling it in on itself. And the point of the reverse roll is going to help you as the do-it-yourselfer install this film without a second person. So now I'm literally taking and I'm just rolling. I'm just using the softs of my fingertips and I'm rolling this all together. Kind of showing you guys there. And then what's going to happen is I set beach towels or drying towels or towels of some sort to cover the dash on the inside of the machine. We're going to go in, and this is the driver's side because I rolled this way. This is the driver's side. I'm going to take this liner, I'm going to roll it to the back side, and that's going to expose the sticky side of my tint. So we're going to go on the inside of the machine. Right now, nothing's exposed on this film. I can carry this film around. I can go grab lunch. I can whatever. So we're going to go on the inside of the machine and we're going to show you the process of installing. We're going to show you prep and clean. We'll just dive right in. All right, so I got stuff to cover the top of the dash. I'm in here. I'm just going to give this a quick mist. And I'm just going to wipe this whole window down. I'm going to wipe the frame, the wiper motor cover. I just want to get everything dust-free and cleanly. This install will be pretty easy. This is not the biggest windshield Polaris offers. The Ranger 1500 and 1000 are definitely bigger. So this will be easy. Like I said, this is probably my favorite machine to tint. I just want to razor blade every inch of the glass. You can go through and you can blue scrubby this first. We just want to make sure that there's no glue, no dirt, no debris stuck to this glass. This windshield seems very clean. I got my reverse roll sitting on the passenger seat, so it's ready to go. And we'll show you that process here shortly. All right, so we got the glass all razor bladed. I'm gonna probably blue scrubby this after just to be sure. All right, so that's razor bladed. I'm gonna mist a little bit more soapy water onto the glass, take my blue scrubby and just scrubby this down. And I just wanna scrub every inch of this glass. And this is not gonna scratch the glass. So at this point, you'll take your glass towel and your pink squeegee, and you're going to start at the top, and you're gonna just squeegee off all of this water like we did on the side windows. If you guys are just diving into this windshield tint, we did do the side windows on another video. We'll link that below. And every time that my blade comes off the glass, I wanna wipe it down. So I wanna squeegee, wipe, and then squeegee, and then wipe. And I just wanna keep doing this until I accomplish the whole thing. At some point, you can just push the soapy water down. So we're gonna squeegee all of this off, and then we're gonna start with our reverse roll. So the reverse roll is a little nerve-wracking, but it actually really is a lot better than carrying the film in. The thing with carrying the film in is you could touch something else and you could get contaminants, and then your tint job's ruined. So I really like this reverse roll method. It's the method I use while tinting cars, so it works really well. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna set the film in your palm of your hand, and I'm creating like an L shape. I'm gonna create that, and I'm just gonna hold it. I'm gonna take my soapy water, and I'm just gonna give this a thin layer. It doesn't have to be soaked. You just want a thin layer of soapy water on there. I'm gonna roll this liner, the clear part, to the back side of my film. So now it's part of the sitting on the palm of my L, and that's gonna expose the glue side. So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna use my left hand and kind of walk this film out, and I'm controlling my speed with my right hand. Now the liner's on the back side, so the glue, the sticky side, the side that needs to stay clean, is just only touching the clean glass as long as we're doing a good job. So we only want that to touch. And again, you can control this speed with your hand, with your right hand. And I'm pretty tall, so I got long arms. So I can reach all the way over here. If you need, you could grab somebody to give you a hand. But right now, there's just enough soapy water on here to slide this around. And at the end, you're just gonna pull your liner off and then just get that film to go right onto the glass. Now this is all positioned. Now we just gotta check, see how much slip is in here? You can slide this around. We just wanna take our hand and kind of almost brush all this out, making sure that we got all the big bubbles out. And at this point, we can take our pink squeegee. I like to start center outwards, and I'll go all the way out and then center outwards. Then I'll go down, up, and this is just gonna lock the film in. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to squeegee all of this way to try to eliminate the fingers. If you didn't shrink it, you're probably gonna get some fingers. Using this method where you're trying to force the film this way, left and right, should eliminate some of those fingers. So you can see I'm pushing a finger right there. Basically what a finger is just the film needs to be shrunk to the shape of the glass, the curvature of the glass. But sometimes you can get away from without shrinking. We're gonna see if we can. We're gonna push all this out. Now I'm just pushing straight down. You can see how well this fits. No light gaps, no anything. It fits extremely well. This is 50% ceramic. We'll have some pictures posted on our website of this machine with the 50% ceramic on it so you guys can see. All right, perfect. So now that I got everything laid down happy and I've done my first pass, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mist a little bit of more soapy water on this, just a light little mist, and I'm just gonna squeegee this out. Squeegee, squeegee, and then occasionally I'm just gonna wipe off my blade to make sure I'm not picking up any dirt that's gonna potentially scratch the film. And so far I don't see any fingers. So by pulling the film left and right, going to the driver's side to the right, caused it to not get some fingers. So you may not have to heat gun it. You would know, you'd have a little thing sticking up. It'd be like looking like your index finger. At that point, you could take a heat gun on the inside and lightly heat it and then just push it out. So that's a window tint install. If you guys are choosing to do a banner after this, you want to install your window tint, make sure you squeegee it out really good, and then you could do your banner install over the top of it.